So first of all, I want to cast your mind back to 1986, Dawn Run, Gold Cup Day. Can you take us through your emotions, your memories of that day?
Yeah, it was a great day as it turned out, really. She was not a natural jumper of fences, really, but she was she had a lot of ability when you got her in the right frame of mind, really. And yeah, it was a great day. And as we were coming back into the winning enclosure in the paddock, like there was no rails or anything like that in those days, and people were jumping over the rails and coming in, and we nearly ended up in the weighing room, and everybody was pulling pieces of hair out of her tail, and the poor mare, a good job she was tired because she would let you have one, you know, but anyway, everybody got away with it safe and sound. But then when I got offered, the biggest job was to get to the weighing room, because everybody was trying to pull the lead cloth and the number cloth and the loss. So it was a magical day. It's a day you won't ever forget anyway, because there was a lot of tension about it. But yeah, it was fantastic to win the champion hull on her, and then come along and win the Gold Cup on her as well. It was fantastic. And I was thinking when I was riding her in the Gold Cup that, like, she's won over 2 mile and gone 3 1/4 over fences, like, you know. So I thought I'd be able to drop in last, you know, and hunt her around and pick them up. But I rode her a bit of work at Punchestown, I think it was, myself and Tony, and I dropped her in behind Tony, and she was not wanting to go past, you know. So I knew well then I had only one job to do, because there was 3 front runners in the race in the Gold Cup that year. There was Running Skip, Cy Brandon, and I forget the other one, but and us. So I had to get down the rail fairly tight and get away quickly. So once she had her head in front, she was grand. But once she got headed at all, which she was on that day, Running Skip headed her because she missed one going up the hill, I think it was. And he went in front, and then I had to pull her out wide to motivate her again and get back. And luckily for me, he missed the next one. I got back in front again, and then we're coming down to the second last, and we'd gone some gallop. And forgive and forgetting Wayward Lad passed us if we were kind of standing still, really. And I thought at that moment how we're beat, you know. And she jumped the second last well, and landed, but the boys had gone a couple of lengths clear. And then I thought we're beat, so I left her alone. She relaxed, and she took a heave, and she filled up with air, and going down to the last, and she was really rattling, and I could tell we were going to get back up, because Wayward Lad didn't get the trip at Cheltenham. Fantastic horse at Kempton, but didn't quite get home at Cheltenham. And I had ridden him the year before when Michael had the first 5, and I finished third in him. And the only reason I finished third was he didn't just quite get home, really. And so I knew I had it then after the last, you know. So it was a fantastic day. But after that, then going down the chute, the crowd and everything were going bananas, like, you know. It was wild. It was lovely, but it was wild.
Maybe talk about as well, like, how many of the Irish were there as well? Do you remember that specifically?
There was a few of them there. There was a lot of them there, I'll tell you. Yeah, and they obviously had all backed up, because there was hats and papers and everything flying in the air. It was a magical day. Yeah.
Can you talk about how much you can remember from the celebrations afterwards as well?
Yeah, I didn't used to drink then, but we went down one of the tents, and they were all there, all the gang were there, and somebody had taken the lino or something off of the inside of the tent, and they put me in it, and they were bombing me up and down, and I thought, I'm going to get killed here, like, and I am stone cold sober. You know, it was frightening, but it was magical as well, you know. But I'm thinking, if this sheet splits, I'm gone, you know. I'll break my back or something. But anyway, everything was great, and it all went off well. So we had it was a magical day you never forget.
And for you as well, where does Dawn Run rank amongst the Cheltenham greats?
She's to me, she's the best, you know, obviously. But she's unique, like to do what she did do to win the Champion Hull and the Gold Cup and being a mayor. You know, whether it'll ever be done again or not will remain to be seen. I thought maybe Annie Power might have done it, or Constitution Hill, but there's probably, you know, you look after, if they're very good over the Hulls now, there's plenty of opportunities for them to go, and they don't need to go chasing. So it'll be some mad sportsman who will do it one day, and it probably will happen at some stage.